Now let's begin with approaching the net as one of the 4 situations which we're going to cover. So you first want to understand the court. So here we can divide the court into 3 zones. We have the red zone, the yellow zone, and the green zone. All right, and this represents where you are standing in the court striking the ball. Okay, so the red zone is from about 8 feet inside the baseline all the way to the back fence. The yellow zone goes from this position all the way to neutral, and then the green goes from neutral to the net. All right, so if the ball lands deep, you're going to be in the red zone. You want to try to keep it away from the net play, take a cross court deep to this target right here where you're eliminating the angle you give your opponent. Now you're looking for a ball that's going to land in the service box. So this could be a weak second serve or weak serve where you'll be standing right here in the yellow zone and moving through the shot, and you're going to again aim for this target because you're eliminating the angle you give your opponent. Ideally you want to try and keep the ball low. I like to keep it low and deep. And your goal is to be able to get to neutral after the approach shot, all right? Now, a lot of people say, well, what happens to their lob? Well, as you're moving forward, you're reading, are they driving or lobbing? If you recognize the lob, you will then hover more in defense and then look to position yourself for the lob. But you want the ability to get here for that first volley because you're eliminating the angle you give your opponent, and you make it more difficult for them to make you have to hit up on the volley, all right? Make it difficult for them to dip it. In general, it's a good rule of thumb when you're approaching the net to aim to hit your first volley low and centered where it crosses the baseline first. You establish your position and you increase your likelihood of winning more points at the net. Here we see Jose. He's brought forward to the net. The ball lands in the service box. He's moving through contact, striking the ball in the yellow zone. And look at his target. It's deep. It's inside the singles court. He's eliminating the angle that he's giving his opponent. Now he's moving forward. He's crossing past the service line for his first volley. Now he pulls off an amazing shot here, hitting that sharp angle from more of a defensive position. Not a shot I recommend all the time because it takes a lot of finesse and a lot of skill to pull it off. Generally, prefer him to hit that ball deep, low towards his opponent on the baseline, and then close in and look to angle a ball when he's closer to the net. Now, in our second situation, you've now joined your partner up at the net. Your opponents are 1 up, 1 back, and you're kind of in this neutral position. I like to be a little further back than that, but you need to find what works for you. From this position, you can move back to defense to cover lobs, and also if the ball sits up and floats, you're able to now move into offense where the ball's above the net, and you can look to angle the ball away for a winner. All right. So from this position, you're trying to keep the ball away from this net player. So if your opponent hits the ball really well and really low, you want to keep it away from this net player because you don't want to give him that high volley. Right, so you're going to keep the ball low, centered, right, and you just keep waiting for the opportunity where the ball floats, where you can now step into offense and then look to angle the ball away for a winner. Now, if you're this player over here and the ball's hit softer and you can close into offense, you have options now. You can hit at this opponent's feet right here at the net. You can hit the short angle, which is a little more difficult, or you can go between the middle, between your opponents and put the ball away. So when you're a partner up in the net, you want to form a wall up there. When the ball's low, hit well, keep it away from the net player, wait for the ball that floats, then move forward, get into offense, and look to angle the ball away for a winner. So let's take a look at some examples of that. So here we see Mark and Alex at the net. So Jose hits a great shot low to Mark. Mark comes up with an excellent shot, keeps away from Chris, keeps it deep in the singles court, so he's eliminating Jose's angle. He's putting him on the back foot, and then Alex sees the opportunity. He starts to move forward towards offense, looking for the ball, which then floats. Now he has great position, gets the ball above the net, and then angles it down towards Chris's feet. This next example, similar situation, however this time Mark, instead of keeping it away from the net play, he takes that low volley, directs it at Chris at the net. Chris is ready, he's looking straight ahead. He gets the ball above the net, which he's able to use and put away. Thank you for watching. Please share this with your tennis friends. Post your comments and questions, or share anything which may have helped you in these situations.